Well, what'd you think of his swing today?
It was really good. I want to say it was 0-2, huh? 0-2, and he, we kind of talked about it when we were back up the middle, and he put a really good swing on a pitch, and it's just the type of hitter he is. He can do damage in any count. So he's glad. I'm glad that he's here for us and not anybody else. So.
How good it feel for you to get back out there these last couple of days?
It's awesome, man. Kind of feels like first day jitters. Just getting back on the field. We've been doing some live at bats in the Fowler, but it's just kind of not the same. Coming out here, like even hitting BP on the field today was awesome. But just continuing to try to get back and seeing as much live pitching as I can before the season starts. That's a big thing for me. Still trying to get that comfortable feeling back in the box, and it's going to take some time, but man, it's been awesome, and I'm just super grateful to be able to be back out here.
Can you put in the words the frustration level you had going down the stretch there last year?
It was tough, because I wanted to keep playing, and I kept playing, and up until I couldn't anymore. I ended up finally after that A&M series, I was like, it's too much, enough's enough, and that's kind of when we found out about my shoulder and stuff. But it was definitely tough. I remember getting the news. I was super upset and called my parents, and they were huge supporters for me. But the rehab process, it was long and gruesome. But I firmly believe in maybe a better player and a better person. So I believe everything happens for a reason. But it was super tough. But I'm glad to be back out here.
You know much about him before you got here? You know much about him before you got here?
He was a dude. For sure, yeah. I watched SEC ball growing up, and even while I was at Sacramento State, and I saw him always ball out, and yeah, I just wanted to be a part of this over here.
So what's it been like getting to playing some live scrimmages with him now that he's out there?
Yeah, I'm very fortunate to be able to play with Peyton. He's a very good player, and yeah, he gets me better every day.
Wehiwa, let me ask you this: you don't seem like the loudest guy, but whenever you hit a home run, you seem to like to admire your work a little bit. I was just wondering, is that like the time you feel like you show your personality on the field a little bit? Is that kind of?
Yeah, I like to play very humble, but when it comes to the games, I just let it rip. And, yeah.
Even your own teammates, you don't mind pimping one on them?
Yeah, it's all fun and games. Yeah, but yeah.
And y'all had such a injury thing last year on the pitching front. You've got at least three, maybe a lot more that's going to be able to count on the weekend. Let's talk about going into the season with that confidence.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. At the end of the day, pitching's going to win you. It's going to win you games. It's going to win you championships. And so the deeper that you can be with the staff, the better. And it's kind of everybody talks about that we got some dudes, and rightfully so. But I think the biggest thing is just staying healthy. Just staying level-headed and not riding too high, riding too low. There's going to be adversity that we face. There's going to be success. And so just being able to continue to just stay level-headed, and that's going to be huge for us. The coaches, I think last year was kind of like a wake-up, and we've taken it honestly pretty light in practice, making sure that we're healthy, injury-free, and so that's been huge for us. And but as many guys we can healthy for the season, especially with that staff and on the mound, it's going to be huge for us in the long run.
Also, y'all lose 7 starters, but you pick second and third in the 3 posts. What does that say about those programs?
I mean, I just think honestly it speaks more to Coach Van Horn than it does to us. Just the success and the longevity of his career, and how great of a coach he is, and I truly believe that he is the best coach in the country and the best infielders coach in the country. He makes us better every single day, and he's super tough on us, and it makes us better. And but ultimately, I think that all the credit goes to him. So, but I mean, we also got a great freshman class. I think it was like top 3 and top 5 of the transfer portal class. But when you bring in guys like him, you're probably going to be preseason ranked up there, and so. We're super excited, but we just got to stay level-headed, kind of like I said.
Peyton, you mentioned the jitters. I guess as the season gets closer, have you allowed yourself to visualize how this season might go, I guess, compared to seasons before?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely different. I've kind of like talked to my parents and stuff, and you kind of have a different mindset when something's taken from you from so long that you love to do. And for me, like baseball, I wasn't really doing anything for 8 or 9 months, just really grinding out rehab day in and day out, and so it just brings like another level of joy and passion to the game for me. And so that's why I'm so excited to be out here. I was a little nervous. I mean, there was probably 150 people out here yesterday, and I was like, oh, that's a lot. Like, and we've played in huge crowds before, so. But yeah, for sure, man. It definitely, kind of lights like more of a fire for me going into the season.
Wehiwa, what about you? You said you watched SEC ball growing up, and now you're, 2 odd weeks from playing for an SEC team?
Yeah, I watched it growing up. I always looked up to many people in the SEC. And yeah, once I saw him, Peyton, working up in Arkansas, I was like, yeah, I would really want to work with him because he's one of the best in the nation and just gets me better every day.
I'm sure you had some confidence after the year you had last year, but this offseason, like doing what you've done to this pitching staff and had so much success in these scrimmages, does that help take it to another level, knowing that you can pretty much hit against anyone if you're
Yeah, it helped elevate my game. I was able to like face higher competition over here, especially just getting ready. Yeah, we have one of the best pitching staffs in the country, I believe, and yeah, it just gets me better every day.
Is there one pitcher that gives you more trouble than the others?
Mason Molina.
Why?
Sure.
Why him?
I don't know. I just can't hit him.
How good an addition was that to go with the 2-star you coming back
What do you mean, like saying like?
with Mason coming out?
Oh yeah, Mason Molina. Yeah, I mean having him, just a guy that has experience. Obviously it's not the SEC where he came from, but it's really close to it, and having those guys, having those experienced arms is huge for us. And so I think the biggest thing for us is like, he needs to I'd say a little bit like work on his command, and he can kind of get a little wild and stuff, but when he does command it, I mean, he's as good as anybody in the country. I mean, he comes out here and, his bad outing is he'll walk 2 guys but strike out 4. Like, it's one of those. And so having him with, Hagan kind of speaks for itself with him. But having those 2 and Tigert and a couple other guys too as well, it's going to be huge for us, man.
All right, guys.
We appreciate it. Thanks.